Cisco Firepower and HashiCorp's Terraform series, Infrastructure as Code, focusing on day 0 and day 1 deployments. In this video, we're going to look at URL objects and grouping those objects into a single URL object group. So you can see here we don't have any URL objects outside of the one that we created previously. And here what we have is the main.tf on DevNet, and we can see that they are looking at an existing object, creating a new one, and putting them into a group. We're going to create all new here. So checking out var.tf, we can see here's our variables, and then the actual data supporting those variables is in Terraform tf-vars. Now let's get to the meat of it. We're going to jump into main.tf. And let's walk through this here. So we've got our provider connection to FMC, or Firepower Management Center, and we're going to create 2 objects. Now I'm using the same URL in both of these, but you get the idea. Then we're going to create a group, and we're going to add those 2 new URL objects to that group. There's a literal here. I'm not using it. This is just adding just that object directly, and then we've got some output. I will be using literals later in the network object video. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. So first thing is that we want to initialize as always, and then we're going to run in the sudo terraform apply. I've already done the initialization in this one, but yeah, let's just jump to it. Here's the output. Remember, when you do apply, it does include plan. And so you've got an option here to look at what you're doing. You can see these are all creations. You can say no at this point and not move forward. So we're going to go ahead and say yes. And now we're going through the process of creating those objects programmatically using Terraform. Nice thing about Terraform, it keeps track of it, right? We've seen this many, many times that we can go in and quickly destroy what we've created. So let's refresh here and let's have a look. And look at that. There's 1, 2, there's the objects, there's the URL, and look, they've been added to that group that we also created. So perfect. I'm not going to show auditing here. We've seen that many, many different times. I'm going to be a little bit more sparingly with it, just so, you know, the ones that have been following along, you know, don't have to go through it each and every time. And obviously you can skip. That's the beauty of video. So we ran destroy. We did the auto response. So it doesn't ask us, and you can see it's just going to remove everything that we've created, and hopefully it's successful here, and we're going to find out in a second. And we're coming up. It says it destroyed 3 elements here. Let's have a look. Jump back, and there's the original. So it didn't touch the one that we had, and I lied. We're going to jump in real quick to check auditing, so fast forward if you've seen it before. But I just want to show you even the deletion is being tracked here. So you can see we're deleting these objects in sequence. And that's the other thing that Terraform does, is keep track of how and what should be removed and when. So an object in use is not going to be, you're not going to be able to remove it. So you have some dependency there. And that's it.